You finally book that dream solo trip, but the second you walk into a crowded hostel lobby, you completely freeze. Like, how on earth do you break the ice without sounding, totally awkward?
Oh, that is the classic solo traveler panic right there.
It really is. Which is exactly why today we are doing a deep dive into mastering the art of hostel small talk, and specifically the English icebreakers you actually need.
Yeah. We are following the real-life trip of a traveler. His name is Ben. And he goes to Barcelona, so we get to track how he navigates from this nervous arrival to eventually leaving with a whole group of new friends.
And we are going to keep the pace really relaxed today, because we want to break down the essential vocabulary naturally along the way for you.
Exactly. Because the secret here isn't like having this massive vocabulary. It's just about using a few very specific low-pressure phrases that actively lower people's social defenses and show you're open to connecting.
So let's look at Ben's very first hurdle, which is the common area. The shared living room or the lobby.
Yeah, he spots someone looking at a map.
And he opens with this brilliant question, where are you heading? And I want to ask, why is heading so much better than just asking, where are you going?
Well, it's a subtle shift in tone. Where are you going? Can accidentally sound, a bit like interrogation.
Oh, like you're demanding a direct report of their schedule?
Precisely. It's a bit heavy. But heading is just much breezier. It feels more natural.
It gently invites a friendly chat rather than locking them into giving you specifics.
Right. It establishes safety. And once that initial ice is broken, the connection usually deepens around food.
Yeah, which brings us to the hostel kitchen. This is really the heart of the hostel. So Ben sees a group drinking wine and he asks, mind if I join you?
Such a great, simple phrase.
But wait, I have to push back here a little. Is it really that easy? Because to me, just walking up to a group of strangers while they're eating feels, incredibly intrusive.
In your everyday hometown life, sure, maybe. But hostel culture operates on a completely different social contract.
Really? So they're kind of expecting it?
Oh, absolutely. People are there specifically to meet others. Asking, mind if I join you, is essentially giving them the polite green light they're already waiting for.
Okay, I can see how that context changes everything. You're acknowledging their space, but offering company. And it works for Ben. He sits down and they start sharing local tips.
Right, which are those secret, authentic spots that you just won't find in a standard guidebook.
Yeah, and then the group is planning to go to a beach bonfire and he asks to tag along, which is a great phrasal verb.
It really is. To tag along just means to go somewhere with an established group that already has plans.
It completely removes the pressure, right? You don't have to organize the outing yourself.
Exactly. You get all the social benefit without the logistical stress of being the planner. You're just casually floating along with their momentum.
But inevitably, every fun night out hits a speed bump. They go to the bonfire, they share pizzas, they take a taxi back.
And then the dreaded money moment arrives.
Yes. Everyone is quietly doing mental math, but Ben steps in with 4 simple words. Let's split the cost.
That is the ultimate tension reliever, saying, let's split the cost or split the bill. Well, it does more than just divide the money.
Right. It instantly removes those subtle power dynamics.
Exactly. And the social debt that can so quickly ruin a newly formed friendship, it establishes everyone at the table as an absolute equal.
Nobody feels like they owe anyone a favor the next day. It keeps the end of the night perfectly smooth.
And that smoothness, carries over right into the next morning during checkout.
Yeah, the goal now is to solidify the connection before everyone goes their separate ways. So Ben asks, are you on Instagram? Rather than asking for a phone number.
Which is a really smart social strategy for modern travelers.
Why is that?
Well, asking for a phone number implies a direct text message, right? Which can feel like a high-pressure commitment to communicate.
Oh, wow, that is true.
But Instagram offers what sociologists call ambient intimacy. You can just watch someone's updates, and feel connected to their life with zero obligation to actively message them.
It dramatically lowers the stakes. It's totally frictionless.
Exactly. And it perfectly sets up that classic English idiom, keep in touch.
Keep in touch, just a warm, casual promise that the connection doesn't have to end at the lobby door.
It really proves that you don't need to be the loudest or most extroverted person in the room. Mastering just a few accessible phrases completely shifts you from a nervous outsider to an equal member of the group.
You just need the right conversational tools to open the door. So before you head out on your next adventure, think about this. If you were sitting in a hostel common area right now, what is one surprising local tip from your own hometown that you would share to break the ice?